A very good afternoon to all of you. Respected Behra Sahab, Dr. Chaudhary, Jain Sahab, Satya Kumar ji, Manish Gupta ji, all distinguished members present, Uday Kumar Sahab. Yesterday when I landed at Cochin airport, sorry, I said Cochin, it's Kochi now. I saw an airport building which is a mix of modernity and a touch of nostalgia. And I instantly fell in love with this city. I'm coming back to this city after 41 years. I last came here when I was a schoolboy, along with my father and mother and my sister. We were taking a road trip from the east coast to the west coast via Kochi, Trivandrum, Kochi, Nagercoil, Alleppey, to Hyderabad, Bangalore. And I still have very fond memories of our boat ride in the backwaters while going to one of the islands in Ernakulam. It is a beautiful place, wonderful people. Unfortunately, I have very little time today. I would have loved to be here in the evening, but I have some prior commitments. But thank you very much, Mr. Gupta and your team. And thank you very much, Behra Sahab, for having me over. I am really grateful. After, listening to all dignitaries and the wonderful work that is being done by dedicated freight corridor, by Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, by CRIS, by the railway board, and of course by the Kochi Metro, I feel that, we are still taking baby steps, we are learning, and we are a rookie. So today morning I was contemplating what to say. Then I came across something: to handle yourself, use your head; to handle others, use your heart. So as we all know, we are at the cusp of an energy transition. A transition from fossil to clean energy. A transition from environment damaging to environment friendly and environment preserving. I still remember, and most of us in my generation, when we were small, that red dabba trains used to be there. There used to be first class, maybe one second AC or maybe one first AC. Those were the days. To fetch water, we went down. When the train stopped at stations, we went down with a mitti ka surahi, filled water from the taps. But now, we don't drink water from those taps until and unless there is a RO or there is AquaGuard or there is a bottled water. So this is progress. So I believe that in the quest for development, somewhere we lost touch with Mother Nature. And we have now woken up, not now, I would say COP21 in 2015, Paris, was a game changer when the world really woke up to the damaged environment, to the damage that we are causing to the environment. Of course, it started from 1997, Kyoto Protocol, 1992 when the UNFCCC was formed. But this was 2015 when we first, gave huge attention to the global warming. My friend has already spoken about the UN SDGs. Out of the 17 UN SDGs, 169 targets, 3862 events, 1347 publications, 7788 actions. 6 SDGs are directly related to the climate. The SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. SDG 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. SDG 13, climate action. SDG 14, life below water. And SDG 15, life on land. And we are here today to once again reiterate our pledge to making this world a better place to live, so that, we leave a better world for the future generations. The key drivers that come to my mind are mainly the population growth and the rapid urbanization. The world is experiencing rapid urbanization, with 70% of the global population projected to reside in cities by 2050. And India's 60% of population will stay in cities by 2050. Transportation, especially the railways, plays an important role in the urbanization, and India has the fourth largest railway system in the world, behind US, Russia and China. And India's railway sector, it plans a significant role in contributing to the national GDP, with a range of approximately 1.5% contribution. Its infrastructure supports the intercity commuter service, inter-regional passenger travel and freight transportation. The green energy project of Indian Railways aims to install 200 megawatts of wind plants and 1000 megawatt of solar plants by 22-23. Of course, this data may be a bit outdated. And Indian Railways has also planned to utilize its unused vacant land parcels for setting up land-based solar plants for its traction power equipment as a green mode of transportation and become a net zero carbon emission railway by 2030. India as a country, we have promised net zero by 2070. That's a wonderful and welcome step. The key pointers for sustainable mobility solutions, already so many things have been said. Decongestion of cities, decongestion of traffic, metros, light rail, trolley buses, rapid rail transit system, hub and spoke model, last mile connectivity, cycle paths, electric charge stations, safe disposal of batteries, making public transport safe, comfortable, affordable, and more attractive. Educating the public about carbon footprint, car sharing, carpooling. Since I have lived a long time in Delhi, recently, maybe a few months back, I shifted to Bangalore once I took charge as the chairman. So Delhi, this carpooling, car sharing concept has been for a very, very long time. And around 2000, when the government decided to replace all the diesel buses with CNG buses and started building the metro rail network, that was a game changer. In spite of that, every year we hear about Delhi being a gas chamber as soon as November sets in. These are some of the very tangible effects of climate change. I represent an organization called BEML Limited. It was earlier called Bharat Earth Movers Limited, but then we decided to move the armed forces as well as move the people, commuter rail as well as urban mobility, and the name was changed to BEML Limited. More apt would have been Bharat Movers Limited because we moved the nation. I would like to take you back to a bit of history. It was the year 1962, and we were facing a devastating war with China, and we were losing heavily. One of the main reasons was that our borders, they did not have proper infrastructure, proper roads, proper fencing. To do so, the army, the armed forces, needed a glut of earth-moving equipment. So when BML was formed in 1964, it was carved out of the erstwhile Hindustan Aircraft Corporation, which is presently called the HAL, Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. The first building that we inherited was the rail coach factory, where the first rail coach was built in 1948 in independent India. That is a legacy that we inherited. Because of this China problem, the government thought it apt that BML, when it was formed, to be put under the Ministry of Defense to cater to the earth-moving equipment, to support our army, our border roads organization, our engineers group. And 1967, the Kolar Goldfield Unit was formed. The story goes that at the government level, lots of efforts were made to contact several OEMs, global OEMs. Only the Japanese came forward, and thus began our partnership with Komatsu for the heavy earth moving equipment. I would say that the BML of today is defined by three signature moves. Number one was the partnership with Komatsu for the heavy earth moving equipment. Number two was when in 1986, we decided to join hands with Tatra Ace Czech Republic for manufacturing the high mobility vehicles, which presently forms the bulk and the backbone of land systems, including the Strategic Forces Command. And the third signature move was around 2000-2001, when we joined hands with the then Koros, that is Korean Rolling Stock, presently Hyundai Rotem, to start manufacture of the Delhi Rolling Stock 1 project and our foray into metro. These three signature moves define the BML of today. And I'm happy to share with you that in defense, we have four core capabilities. Number one is the high mobility vehicle. Already some 10,000 vehicles are in use by the armed forces. Number two, the bridging systems. The pontoon midstream bridges, the Sarvatra bridges, which uses these high mobility vehicles as the platform. Number three core capability is the armored vehicles. The T-72 tanks, they require armored recovery vehicles, and 352 numbers have been supplied all by BML. Number four is the engines. And we have a wonderful factory at Mysore. We build our own engines for all the high mobility vehicles. We build our own engines for our mining and construction applications. And now we are venturing into the engine and the entire power pack system for the defense, land systems, combat systems as well. In fact, a lot of work has been done. And all the new engines that we are building are with CRDI system, the common rail direct injection, which is environment friendly, which reduces the fuel consumption, and these are electronic engines. In rail and metro, we have supplied more than 17,000 coaches to the Indian Railway. Recently, we have completed an order for mainline electric multiple unit, 388 cars. We are also manufacturing the first rail grinding machine to be manufactured in India. The 96-ton rail grinding machine. Already 6 have been rolled out. Another 4 train sets are balanced, which will complete by February. We are also supplying the catenary maintenance vehicle, whether it's for a metro project, whether it's for a railway project, as well as the diesel electric tower cars. And we are also building the Vande Bharat sleeper train in collaboration with ICF. I believe it will be a world-class train. Already in the public domain, the interior designs are out. Of course, we are not responsible for that, but yes, whatever you have seen on the public domain, train will be like that. This much I can assure you. And we are working very hard to roll out the first proto in the month of March. It is not easy, I know, but we are making our best efforts to roll out the first proto by March. And we also make the metro. We have supplied the metro in Delhi Metro, more than 1,200 cars. Kolkata Metro, East-West. And yesterday it was wonderful to see the Chairman Railway Board along with Mr. Reddy taking a ride on our supplied metro. We are further executing some extra coaches for Kolkata Metro, and we are further talking to them on some more extra cars. We have built the Jaipur Metro, and now we have done the Bangalore Metro, and presently we are executing 318 cars, order which is worth more than 3,200 crore for Bangalore Metro. We signed the contract in August. And apart from all this, we are also supplying the world-class Mumbai Metro, Line 2, Line 7. Already 40 train sets have been supplied. Another 56 train sets will be supplied by another 2.5 years. The coaches are 3.2 meters in width, and it's a standard gauge. Except Delhi Metro, every other metro is a standard gauge. And it's a world-class train. Recently, I went to Mumbai, I took a ride. I talked to a lot of people. Everyone was so happy. And it's the first indigenously designed Goa 4 or unmanned train operated metro, which we are delivering. We are reaching the Goa 4 level, maybe in another 6 months. The trials are already going on. So when I came to Kochi yesterday, I had a tinge of disappointment that why was BEML missing from, the Kochi metro map. I mean, Kochi metro map is not there in our portfolio. So, Behra Sahab, I was just discussing with him. He has been, very kind to give us an opportunity to, start talking to them for delivering some more cars. And definitely it will be an honor for us when we are doing so many projects across the country. Definitely we'll like to be here. In the mining and construction vertical, that is the third vertical we have, which still contributes to 50% of the company's top line. In the open cast mining, we are present in 3 value steps out of the 6 value steps in the entire open cast mining value chain. There is a lot of talk about, we are talking about sustainability, we are talking about removing fossils. So 2 things are very important when you look for alternative fuel. We are also working on alternative fuels for the engines especially, whether it's a fuel cell, whether it's ammonia. There is still a lot of debate. Hydrogen is better or ammonia is better. Some of the consulting firms tell me that ammonia will be better for large capacity engines. So coal as an affordable fuel and from availability point is the best. So what's the option? Power generation, coal contributes 80 to 85%. And again, the government has come out with a string of thermal power plants. Yes, there is a thrust on renewable, there is a thrust on solar. But the challenge is how to give the base power, how to support the infrastructure growth through the huge increased demand for base power. And there comes the role of coal. Last year, the total coal production was 893 million tons. This year, the production is going to be 1 billion ton. And in the next 2 to 3 years, it is going to reach 1.5 billion tons. But it doesn't mean that the mining also is not untouched by sustainability. In fact, the talk is on sustainable, clean, green, smart mining. And what are those? The biggest change that we are seeing is from the open cast to underground. Presently, 25 million ton of coal production is from underground, which is going to reach 100 million ton in the next 5 to 6 years. Number 2, the alternative uses of the abandoned mines by way of setting up pump storage units, storage-based power plants, setting up coal washeries. Number 3, electric. In fact, BEML has developed a 180 ton and a 100 ton electric excavator. We are also working on hybrid, which will be a mix of diesel and battery, because batteries are not yet there to support a 190 ton dump truck, which requires a 60-liter engine. There is also a huge requirement for clean fuel or alternative fuel for the maritime system. And that is one of the areas where we are working on. Our focus areas are, number 1 is electric, I have already shared. Number 2 is emissions. As I said, recently we have developed our own CV stage 4 engine with 140 bore series, 140 bore size of engines. And we are going to convert all our existing portfolio from mechanical engines to electronic engines and also attain CV stage 4 and ultimately stage 6. Number 3 is renewables. 91% of our captive consumption is from renewables. We have a 23 megawatt wind turbine generating unit in the north of Karnataka, and we also have a 250 kilowatt peak power of solar power generating unit, with which we are able to save around 24,000 tons of carbon dioxide per year. Through our urban mobility solutions, the coaches, the cars that are in operation, we are able to save around 4.7 million tons of carbon every year. And once the Mumbai Metro is fully operational, this number will reach around 10 million tons. Lot of challenges, lot of thoughts, lot of strategies have been discussed. So one of my fellow speakers, he mentioned about, something about vision and action. So I'm reminded of something which I read in 2004 when I was representing my then organization BHEL in a national competition for young managers. So Joel Barker said, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision it means passing the time, and vision with action can change the world. So I would like to end with, it's I don't know, it's maybe a शायरी. So खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि बंदा खुदा से, ये खुदा बंदे से पूछे, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा बंदे से पूछे कि बता तेरी रजा क्या है. And that is the essence of आत्मनिर्भरता. That is the essence of आत्मनिर्भर sustainability. Thank you very much. जय हिंद, जय भारत.